Hi, I'm Lynette Xanders. Today, we're diving into creative leadership, specifically how to lead without falling into the trap of micromanagement. If you've ever worried that giving your team too much freedom will backfire, or you've seen creativity stall under too much control, this will help you strike the right balance and inspire better results. Why do so many leaders default to micromanaging creative teams? It's a fabulous question that we have to ask ourselves. I think there's so much pressure for leaders to see results, but we also don't go to school to learn how to be persuasive and how to get people to want to work for you and with you, that we just figure we just need to tell them what to do. I'll give you an example of a creative director I was working with who was super frustrated. He was like, I have this designer and I gave her exactly what I wanted on every page, and all she had to do was do exactly what I said. I said, buddy, he just took all the fun out of it. Like, nobody wants to just be a studio designer and well, some do, but she didn't. Give them some opportunity to take ownership, to make some decisions, to build something that she's proud of. What I find often with leaders is that there's a very loose expectation of what success looks like, and that needs to be absolutely clarified. So if you are handing over a piece of work, first and foremost, you have to brief them with some context. You have to give them some sense of what success looks like and what failure looks like. And you have to give them the objectives. So don't tell them what to do. Tell them how you want people to think or how you want them to feel from the thing that they're making or the meeting that they're in. I also find that leaders have a very loose definition of whether people are doing their jobs well or not. I know there's a job description, but I like to have report cards for everyone to say. And this started when I worked at an agency and they didn't know what I was supposed to be doing. So I was like, I need to direct myself. So what are the 5 things, my report card, 5 things that if I did them, I would know that I did a great job at this job. And I kind of spelled those out so that at the end I could go, hey, I did that, or I didn't do that, and yay for me. I also took that to my bosses and said, hey, this is what I think I am supposed to be doing, and this is how you should grade me. But I just did something for a huge company and asked the people to give me their report cards, 5 things that they thought they should be doing to do a good job. And they were like, be creative, which is so nebulous that they won't know if they're doing it. You won't know if they're doing it. So again, figuring out how we will know. What do we want to have happen, and how will we know when we get there? Because if you don't have that, then you're just micromanaging. Then you're kind of giving them feedback in the moment as it happens, and you have to look over everything that they do. But if you give them the objectives and they know what their job is, I think that's the foundation for pulling out of micromanagement, and giving people the freedom to be a little more autonomous. The old adage is people protect what they help build. So find a way to frame it so that they have some autonomy. The analogy that I usually use is gardening. So success in gardening is doing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, how it needs to be done, whether you feel like doing it or not. But the other is you don't make plants grow. You create the conditions for plants to grow. So you as a leader have to create the conditions for people to solve problems, be creative, talk amongst themselves. And I think deciding that you want to be an inspirational leader is key. So in terms of how leaders can give direction without stifling innovation is to be inspiring. Make them fall in love with the project. Make them fall in love with the brand. Make them feel as though this is actually important work. I'll give you a quick example. A different Nike project that I worked on was going to be a seasonal video for the sales team. And our adage at the agency was treat everything as though it's important. So yeah, it was a $10,000 video. It was not the highest priority that we had. But we said, this is a fabulous opportunity. Let's go figure out some things, find some insights, and build something that's amazing. And that seasonal video turned into a massive job for Nike Women's, which ended up being Nike Goddess. And that was from a video project. So treat everything as though it's important. Let them believe and know that it's important, even if it might not seem to be on paper. And some practical steps to build trust while keeping accountability. I think building trust is about conversations. And what I have found for a lot of leaders, well, they only see the symptoms of it, but there's no forum for questions. There's no forum for, hey, I've hit a wall and I need your help with this. It's usually one way, top down. So a communication framework that I use is 3 things. So as a leader, I'm going to say, hey, Joe, here are the 3 things I need from you. I need you to do this a little faster. I need this to be in this form. And I need it to inspire the team, whatever. But then what are the 3 things you need from me? And that is a different conversation. It's a different forum than most companies have. And when the Joe is allowed to ask you, hey, I need your advice on this, or I need you to block and tackle this over here, or I need you to find this information for me. I think those are the foundations of trust. When they know they can come to you with a question or a need, and that you are in service to them doing a great job. The best thing that one of my bosses ever said was, my job is to keep you from failing, but you have to come to me early enough for me to help you succeed. So if you show it to me at the 11th hour, not a lot I can do for you. But if you can invite me in when you need me, then that gives me the trust that you are going to use me to the best capacity, because neither of us wants either of us to fail. So great leadership unlocks creativity. It doesn't smother it. Leadership is relationship. Leadership is creating the conditions for people to thrive, for ideas to thrive, for you not to do everything yourself. So if you want some tips on how to be a better leader, I've got lots of them. So visit wildalchemy.com.